ever wondered who was brave enough to walk into a new world? Do you know what it feels like to leave everything behind with no map? Have you ever felt small but still wanted a bigger life? Many English learners feel this too. You study, you try, and sometimes you feel lost. But inside you, there is still hope. Today, I will tell you a true kind of story from a very old time. It is about fear, cold, hunger, and courage. It is about the first people who moved toward the Americas long ago. If you've ever been afraid to start, this story is for you. Once upon a time, Amir was a young man, about 28 years old. He lived far in the north, in a cold land near the edge of Asia. His town was small and simple. There were no tall buildings, there were only tents, fire, and wind. Amir was a hunter. Every day, he walked with other men. They searched for animals. They looked for tracks in the snow. They listened for birds. They watched the sky. Life was hard, but it was normal for them. Amir had a dream. It was not a rich dream. It was a simple dream. He wanted safety. He wanted food for his future children. He wanted a place where his family could live without fear. But Amir had one big problem. He was always awake at night. Not because of a phone, of course. There were no phones. He was awake because of worry. He worried about winter. He worried about hunger. He worried about failing his people. Each morning, Amir looked tired. His eyes felt heavy. His body felt slow. He missed easy chances in the hunt. He made small mistakes. While others brought meat back to camp, Amir often came back with empty hands. Some people in the village started to talk. "He is kind," one woman said, "but he is not strong." "He thinks too much," an old hunter said. "Thinking does not fill a stomach." Amir heard these words. He did not fight. He just stayed quiet. But inside, his heart felt heavy. Every evening, when the sun went down, the cold became sharper. The wind moved like a spirit between the tents. Amir sat near the fire and watched the flames. He tried to feel warm. He tried to feel calm, but his mind kept moving like a running animal. And he did not know something important. He did not know that the world was changing, slowly, quietly, like ice that melts without sound. In those days, ice covered much of the north. Huge walls of ice stood in the distance. The sea level was lower, and between Asia and North America, there was wide land. It was not an ocean like today. It was a bridge of earth. People today call it Beringia. Amir did not call it that. For him, it was just the far land, a place beyond the horizon. One day, the hunting became worse. The animals moved away. The herds were smaller. The old paths felt empty. Amir and the other hunters walked farther and farther each week. Days passed, then weeks passed. One morning, Amir returned with nothing again. His stomach hurt from hunger. His hands were cold. He sat down outside his tent and looked at the ground. That day, his mother spoke to him softly. "You are a good son," she said, "but your eyes look like winter. You carry too much inside." Amir did not answer. He wanted to be strong, but he felt weak. That night, the sky was clear and full of stars. The air was so cold that even breathing felt painful. Amir walked away from the camp to be alone. Snow and hard grass touched his feet. He heard only wind. Then he saw someone. It was an old man sitting near a small fire far from the village. His face was wrinkled like old bark on a tree. His eyes were calm. Amir stopped. He did not know him, but the old man did not look afraid. "Come closer," the old man said. His voice was low and warm. Amir sat down carefully. The fire felt good. The old man looked at Amir's hands. They were shaking. "You hunt," the old man said. "Yes," Amir replied. "But your mind hunts too. It hunts problems. It hunts fear." Amir looked down. The old man reached into a small bag. He took out 2 stones. One was dark and heavy. The other was lighter, smooth, and warm from the fire. He held up the dark stone. "This is worry," he said. "It keeps you awake. It makes your heart run." He held up the lighter stone. "This is purpose," he said. "It also keeps you awake, but it makes your feet move." Amir listened. His chest felt tight. The old man pointed into the distance, toward the cold horizon. "Beyond that," he said, "there is land, wide land, not only ice, not only hunger. There are new rivers, new forests, new animals." Amir's eyes opened wider. "So you mean across the sea?" Amir asked. The old man shook his head slowly. "Not sea, not now. Now it is earth, a path, but it will not stay forever." Amir felt a strange fear and a strange hope. "But why would we go?" Amir asked. "It is far, it is cold, we could die." The old man looked into the fire. "Yes," he said, "you could die, but you can also die here, slowly, hungry, watching your children cry." The words hit Amir like wind. The old man continued. "Once, a bird lived near a frozen lake. The lake gave fish. The bird was happy. But one winter, the lake froze too hard. No fish came. The bird stayed anyway. It waited. It hoped. It grew thin. It became weak." The old man paused, then pointed up to the sky. But another bird flew away. It did not know where food was. It only knew it must move. It flew with fear, but it also flew with faith, and it found a river that still moved. Amir felt tears in his eyes. He tried to hide them. The old man placed the 2 stones in Amir's palm. "You feel both, worry and purpose, but you must choose which one leads you." Amir held the stones. One felt heavy, one felt warm. He did not sleep much that night, but something changed. For the first time, his sleeplessness felt different. It did not feel like a trap, it felt like a question. In the next days, the village leaders spoke. Food was low, children cried more, even strong men looked worried. Some said, "We should stay, this is our home." Others said, "We should follow the herds, we should walk east." Amir listened, his heart beat fast. Then the crisis came. A storm arrived. It lasted 2 days. Wind screamed around the tents. Snow covered the ground like a thick blanket. When the storm ended, 2 hunters did not return. The village waited. The village prayed, but the hunters never came back. That evening, Amir sat near the fire with his mother. Her hands were thin. Her eyes looked tired. Amir felt something break inside him. He stood up. "I cannot wait," he quietly said. "I cannot just hope." His mother looked at him. She did not smile. She did not cry. She only nodded. "Go with the ones who will walk, but remember, walk with care." The next morning, Amir joined a small group. There were families, there were elders, there were children. They packed skins, simple tools, and dried meat. They carried fire in safe pots. They moved slowly. The land was wide and silent. The wind was cold. The sky was pale. At first, the journey was painful. Their feet sank in snow. Their hands cracked from cold. Some nights the fire was weak. Some days food was small. Amir often wanted to stop. "It is hard," he whispered to himself. "I am not made for this." But then he remembered the warm stone. Purpose. Days passed, then weeks passed. They reached the wide land bridge. It was not a narrow path. It was huge. It had grass. It had low plants. It had animals moving like shadows in the distance. Amir felt shock. "So this is real," he said. But the danger did not end. Some rivers were frozen on top, but weak under the ice. One child slipped. Amir grabbed him fast. His hands bled from the sharp ice edge, but he held on. He pulled the child out. The mother cried. "Thank you," she said again and again. Amir's hands hurt, but his heart felt strong. Later, one elder got sick. The group had to stop for 2 days. Amir hunted with 2 others. They walked far. They failed twice. On the 3rd try, they found a small animal near a bush. Amir's spear hit true. He carried the meat back. His shoulders shook with tiredness, but he kept walking. It was hard. His hands bled, but he kept going. One night, the group saw lights in the sky, green and moving. The children stared. The elders stayed silent. Amir felt very small under that sky. He thought, the world is bigger than my fear. And for the first time, he understood something deep. For the first time, he understood that courage was not loud. Courage was quiet. It was one step, then another. Weeks became months. Children laughed again. Fires burned stronger. People spoke with softer voices. Amir stood on a hill and looked at the open land ahead. Sunset light touched the grass. The sky became warm orange and dusty purple. He felt tears again, but this time they were not only from pain. He whispered, "We did it." Years passed. Amir became a husband. Then he became a father. He taught his children how to walk quietly, how to listen to wind, how to respect animals, how to share food. And he told them a story. He told them about the 2 stones. "This one is worry," he said. "It keeps you awake and steals your strength. And this one is purpose," he said. "It keeps you awake and gives you a path." The community changed too. People who once doubted Amir now respected him. Young men asked him for advice. Mothers trusted him with hard tasks. Elders nodded when he spoke. One evening, Amir sat near a river. Water moved over stones with a soft sound. The air was cool. The sky was full of stars, just like that night long ago. He thought about the old man. He never saw him again. Maybe the old man was real. Maybe he was sent by fate. Maybe he was only a voice that Amir needed at the right time. But the lesson stayed. Amir looked at his sleeping children. He remembered the hungry nights. He remembered the storm. He remembered the first step onto the land bridge. And he realized something simple. The first step was the hardest step. That is why many people never leave. That is why many dreams die. But Amir's dream lived because he moved. And dear friend, now I speak to you. Dear listener, every one of us holds 2 stones inside. One is worry. One is purpose. Worry says, stay where you are. Purpose says, take one step. Maybe your ice is not real ice. Maybe it is fear of English, fear of mistakes, fear of speaking, fear of trying again. But your heart is like Amir's heart. Your heart can travel. Start today. Take one small step. Learn 5 new words. Say 1 sentence. Speak for 1 minute. Write a short note. Do not wait for perfect. Perfect is a dream that never walks. Your life changes when your feet move. Your English grows when you use it. Because the longer you wait, the heavier worry becomes. And the longer you wait, the smaller your world feels. But if you move, even with fear, your world becomes bigger. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to Grandfather Stories for English Learners. Share it with a friend who feels tired or afraid. We will be here every week with simple English stories that give you courage, peace, and strong hope. Thank you for listening with your full heart and for walking your own path. See you in the next story.